Hello everyone, in this video you'll see how you can use the SDK Magic Tool to prepare and export the expense categories from Excel to Primavera. This will be the video number 23 in this group of videos, and we will use the SQLite database in this video. You can also use Oracle database or SQL server when you select any of them. From the main menu, select dictionary, and from the import menu, search for the expense categories, and let us import the current expense categories in this database. As you see, we have 11 expense categories in this database. Let us go to Primavera to check the same results from admin categories, and open expense categories. As you see, we have the same 11 expense categories in Primavera. Let us modify these results to learn how you can use the SDK Magic Tool. First, let us make copy from this table, and we will remove all of these expense categories. From export, select this option. Now we have no expense categories in the database. Let us import these expense categories. As you see, no expense categories, but we have the table format that we should fill in to export again these expense categories to Primavera. Let us go to Primavera to check these updates. From File, Refresh Data, and go to Admin Categories. As you see, open expense categories. We have no expense categories in this database. Let us export again these expense categories to Primavera. Make copy from this data and paste them. To export new data, the first column should be blank, and these numbers will be set by the SDK Magic Tool. And you can control the order of display in Primavera from this column. You can use 1, and then this is the order that these expense categories will be displayed in Primavera. Let us export these expense categories to Primavera. Now these expense categories again in Primavera. Let us import them. As you see, we have the same results, and these numbers have been set in the database by the SDK Magic Tool. Let us go to Primavera, from File, Refresh Data, and open the admin categories. Expense categories, we have the same expense categories for the second time in Primavera. This was how you can use the SDK Magic Tool to update the expense categories. You can later add any expense categories to the table. For example, let us add SDK Magic Tool, and it will be number 12. Let us export these updates to Primavera. Now it's in Primavera. Import the new updates. As you see, it's flexible to use the SDK Magic Tool. Let us go to Primavera, Refresh Data, Admin Categories. Now we have the SDK Magic Tool as expense category in Primavera. This was how you can use the SDK Magic Tool to prepare and export the expense categories, and you have seen how it's flexible and accurate and also very fast when you use the SDK Magic Tool to export data to a Primavera database. Thank you and